Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cornhuskers will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback extends the play. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes! He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Working that left side now. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Off play action. Quarterback moving. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
opens up at the 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Got his man on the outside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man,
I'm playing in a league game, which is
respect, and I expect this offense to bounce.
Playing my nigga Tyler.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab, it's Perry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Hard running there.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. He's got it. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. The 50, the 40, the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back to this Big Ten matchup.
Yeah, that was ass, TK. I had that shit happen on me earlier. That shit ass. Well, he dropped it, though. His catching must be low. Yeah, it was realistic, but it's still ass. Corner got to catch that.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires.
Good D.
Can't make the connection.
I just can't get right with this nigga Stockton for nothing. I don't like him. Hate him. Yeah, man. It is what it is. We just looking forward to draft.
Man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference.
Looking for, to the recruit. It'd be alright.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that.
I still can win this one. We gotta play some defense, though. Nigga cooking shit.
They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Rayola. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier, given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Let's go. Big plays make big plays.
That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Raiola. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Huskers send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the returner goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's dealt. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Running into the open space. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Raiola. There's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now adjusting. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like, give it up, get north-south, throw the football away. You can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. In good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He's moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Markway. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Pocket breaking down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll give it to Johnson. Ooh, just ran over it.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down and brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Cornhuskers are threatening on first and goal. 22 water. He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Husker! Quick stride through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Finds his man, it's Frazier. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Georgia going up tempo. It'll be a run on third and short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Showing off the arm. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's McCray. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try it over the left side. Oh, a lot of space. It's a seam wide open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Power ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect...
He's loose. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for his man. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Off the play fake on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Perry. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to get it to the marker. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple of scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. Wide open spaces. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down in the 32. The Huskers are in the hurry out.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Back to pass on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they're able to get him down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. Sends it downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. All down at the 31-yard line. And that's where this offense will go to work.
GG, I owed you from Mad, nigga. GG. You too.